Hello Internet, it's Zeg. I'm here, by myself, and a cup of tea, playing a game. It's the new game from Subset Games, the people who made FTL. Quite a long time ago at this point. And I'm going into this relatively blind, which means I read the store page and like half of a review. But, you know, it looks like some kind of turn-based tactical mini Advance Wars-esque kind of thing, and by the people who made FTL, so, you know, should be good, right? Maybe? I haven't played it at all, so we'll be going into whatever tutorializing happens and seeing how it goes. Hit new game. Humanity destroyed. Well, yeah, good. Time travel. Okay, so how difficult is difficult? Okay, it's got easy, normal, and hard, so that's basically the same as FTL. We'll leave it on all, naturally. And yep, it's got specific achievements, presumably tied to your squads. Punch an adjacent tile, damaging and pushing it. Damages and pushes. And damages and pushes. Okay, so that seems to be what's going on with this squad. Shoving things around. Health and range. Ooh, you can change the colour. Well, you can't change the colour. You will be able to change the colour in the future. You can rename them, so it's the FTL element. And yep, just like unlocking ships, we've got the squads. And that's unlocking pilots as well. Okay. Right. So what do we have here? Drown 3 enemies in water, kill 5 enemies and kill enemy 5 or more tiles away with a dash punch. And complete an island. So we don't actually have the dash punch, so unless that unlocks it as a weapon like in FTL midway through the run, that will be a subsequent run thing, evidently. Right, let's see what happens. Corporate reputation. Okay. Right. You lose if this reaches 0. Reduced every time a powered building is damaged in combat. Percentage chance any building will resist damage. Gain power when your power grid is upgraded to its full defense. Okay. This museum island recreates old Earth as it was before the oceans rose and nearly wiped out humanity, which is evidently why we were on islands. Civilizations of the past had a military strength vastly exceeding ours. Good thing we preserved some of their old war machines. It's the story to hostile waters. Yes, we better get on with this tutorial, I guess. Oh no, indeed. This is the power grid. Whenever building damage reduced, it's reduced to 0 units. Every enemy attack is forewarned. Next turn, this one will attack the buildings. Hover over an enemy to see details about its attack. Kinda. Oh, okay. One damage. You may not move after you've shot a weapon. Okay, standard procedure. Okay, so the attacks are predefined and they are always executed regardless of what you do in your turn. Okay, weapon effects. All your mechs have used action, there's nothing left for you to do. Press this button to end your turn. And then watch as this bug attacks a mountain. Shoots projectiles that travel in a straight line until it hits another object. Okay, so we'll punch this dude out of the way, presumably. I'll just kill him. It's the same difference. Artillery weapons can shoot over obstacles like mountains, but cannot shoot adjacent tiles. Okay, yep. The artillery mech's weapon only damage units on the center tile, while adjacent units are pushed. Okay. This unit fell into the water, killing it instantly. Good. Oh, okay, right. Every mission you win by defeating the threat or fighting them until they retreat. Completing these bonus trees. Additional resources. Kill all enemies before they retreat. What's this say? Enemy actions, fire damage, enemies emerge. Okay. So what can we do here? Well, this guy can't really get anywhere that helpful. Maybe just punch this dude into the water, use the tank to knock that guy. But if I knock him sideways, I'll put myself in the attack range. That's inconvenient. Yeah, evidently this is about to tutorialise that things are about to get damaged. Because I'm pretty sure there's no way to avoid something getting damaged this turn. Yeah, okay, we'll still do the punch into the water, because that just gets rid of that guy. That's fine. I might be able to shove him with the artillery, but I can't shove him in any direction that's not going to result in anything getting attacked. That's also not really helpful. I guess I'll just finish that guy off. Wait. No. Wait, what? What did I do? Oh, it can only shoot in a straight line? Oh. I see. This building tower was damaged, so your city's power grid was reduced. Your primary goal is to prevent this. Okay, so that guy only takes 2 damage. And this... Wait, this only says it does 1, but I'm pretty sure it did 2 last time. Yeah, it's only meant to do 1. Unless that other enemy only had 1 health and I wasn't paying attention. Okay, well, I don't want to punch that guy towards the cities, so I guess I can just punch him away from me. Now, no, his attack is a ranged attack. Makes automatically repair all damage after battle. Okay. Just punch this dude again. And then hang out for a while. Just vaguely position people somewhere different. Nope, that was it. Power grid connects every corporate island. Any damage it takes in the missions will persist. Okay. You won't be able to do every mission on the island, so choose carefully. Also important to know. Power cores, grid power, core reputation. Missions with more potential rewards will have additional changes. Okay. Well, let's go for the one that gives extra power grid, why not? These volatile vector have the courtesy to simply die, they explode and damage entire regions. Drive away, but whatever you do, don't kill it. That is the reputation objective. Protect the power generator. Okay. It has 4 hit points worth of health. Forest tile, if ignited, lights on fire. No, if damaged, lights on fire. If ignited, lights on fire. Yes, that's true. Enemy user emerging next turn. You can temporarily block enemies from spawning, but it will damage the blocking unit. Just stand on top of them. Well, I'm probably going to have to hit this guy at least once. Which is awkward because I've been blocked off by these up two. I might have to punch my way through so the artillery can get in range. Assuming the artillery can target blank spaces. I should probably actually check that. Oh yeah, it looks like it can. Okay, so you come up here and punch this dude. No. Okay, that damaged my own shit. Also good to know. Use the artillery shot to shove that guy sideways. And use the tank shot to shove this dude. It's a healer unit of some kind. It's flying. All other Vec receive 1 HP. We really have to continue to try and use the artillery to shove this dude around. But now he's blocked off by this other flying guy. And that would be the only way that I could not have him damage a building. Unless I kill that and then shove this, but I don't think I can actually kill that. Okay, well, this is some sucky positioning, evidently. No, that thing's just going to attack that city as well. Damn it. Ugh, yep, this is just terrible positioning. Let's just get the tank somewhere slightly more useful. Not gone well. Okay, but that's the main building we need to stop them getting. Which is looking very likely that I'm not going to succeed in stopping them from getting it. Oh, damn it, they attack in the wrong order. If only it was the other one first, I would have been able to get that. I think I might have just completely failed this mission on the first attempt. That's useless positioning as well. Yeah. Well, maximum failure. A solid 17 minutes of absolutely no success. Right, do it again. And try not to be so terrible. Okay, well, let's go for... Let's go for the one that doesn't want you to block spawning, because that's just... you just take a lot of damage from that, and that sounds like that's going to make it more hard. Save the old Earth artillery battery. And the coal power plant. Okay, so what can you do? Underpowered compared to modern artillery, but still useful. Does 2 squares worth of damage. Well, I probably don't want to leave it too much in the line of fire, so it'll probably just want to fire from there, I guess. This unit has been wet. Webbed units cannot move, but they can still attack. So I might want to break it out of that first with the artillery. No, except the only place I can get an artillery shot from is not the best. I'll probably be alright. No, wait. I'm dumb. Back that up. And you just sort of stand here just in case they try and attack the rubbish artillery. Nothing really... well, you could shove him into that forest, but I'm not sure that will be any use. Nope, you just hang out. Yeah, you just stay where you are. That's probably for the best. Oh, please tell me if I put them on a spawn point, they'll... any unit blocking this space will take 1 damage. I hope that means what I think it means. Right, where can I put this guy that he's not going to be a problem? Pretty much just have to move the artillery and shoot him, and then shoot him with the tank, I guess. Sweet. It did work. Okay, well you can't really do anything from there. Okay, there's the buffing guy. Last turn. Well, this mission has seemed way, way easier than that first attempt. Way, way easier. Okay, good. What we got next? Defend the train, destroy the dam, end battle with less than 4 mech damage. Let's go this way. What is this train about? Cannot be set on fire, cannot be smoked, cannot be moved by any weapon. Moves forward 2 spaces will be destroyed if blocked. Okay, so it's going to end up here, but the next turn you can't have anything on the railway. And the train moves last. After enemy actions. Okay, so mech, kill that. And get promoted. You go and shoot that first guy out of his attack, maybe? And then we'll use the artillery to push the second one. No, artillery can't quite get in a good enough position for that. Maybe I'll just use the artillery to block that. Because then at least I can do some damage to it. Okay, now let's not get run over by a train. What is this goo? Okay, well, it more or less doesn't matter what happens as long as my artillery doesn't get killed. How much health does that have? 3. So this is irrelevant, apart from it means I can't move my tank. So if I move the mech to here... No, well, no, it should be fine. I just move the mech here, punch the dude off the artillery so it can move, then it can shoot it, and that'll do 3 damage, and then the train will just go. That'll be fine. Probably. Then you just shoot this guy. Success. +2 health. Well, that's good. Right, well, we got historic country. Blocks effects warning 3 times. Protect the emergency batteries. Defend the satellite launchers. Yeah, okay, let's try this one. This region still has pristine ancient roads and topiary design. Okay. Well, I ain't really going to be blocking either of those spawns without just parking someone directly on something. Well, that's another awkward. I think if I put the tank there and shoot that southern dude out of his attack, that will probably help. Mick, you just need to kind of move out of the way. And then artillery can take a shot at whatever he can reach. Well, not really though. Not got an angle on anything. Just move slightly closer. Well, there's a spawn I can block. My mech is in not a great position, apart from if you just want to kill this dude, I guess. Tank, I think you're just going to have to take the shot to block this one. Okay, seeing an opportunity to get a double block on that swarm. I really like my mech to not be on this half of the map. It's just not being all that helpful so far. Or I could block a swarm with the tank and have it do a repair, I guess. Even though this is going to put the mech even further away. Victory in one turn. Okay, well, this is pretty much just clean up at this point, although can't really let the tank just sit there and get hit. Well, I suppose I could just repair again. Okay, well, mech, you just finish this dude off. Artillery, shove this dude out of the way. Tank, just repair. Okay, good. This is going so much better than that first attempt. What was up with that? Okay, maybe let's go... Well, I guess I don't need any more power grid now, right? Gain power when your power grid is full to upgrade its defense. Oh, okay. So there is a point to getting more power grid when your grid is full. It actually improves the defense of the buildings. Well, let's try for this one, I guess. This region has an old airfield that can provide air support, but when do it actually fly these planes? But let's hope for the best. This mission has a special effect that will happen every turn. Bombs will be dropped on the marked spaces, killing any unit. There doesn't actually seem to be any marked spaces on this first turn, even though it claims that there would be. Okay, what we got? Standard stuff. Is that one of those pods you were talking about? Time pods! This pod contains equipment from the future! You collect it with your mech or just defend it until the end of the battle. With the mech specifically, or any of the vehicles? Because that's a slightly different proposition. Destroyed, if damaged or trampled, collect with a mech. That's still not specific enough for me. Well, I guess the tank can just go and see. Okay. Yeah. Again, didn't quite think that through, really, did I? You just hang out. Okay, we don't need to worry about that guy, evidently. Okay, so that's a melee attack, so I should just be able to push him backwards onto that spawn. It is definitely airstrike first, then enemy actions, yes. You just sort of come over here, I guess. And you do your artillery thing of shoving this guy out of the way. Or just killing him, I guess. That's fine too. Get some XP. Okay, well if I want to shove this guy, he's still going to attack a town, so I may not be able to get this block on as easy on this one. Unless I do the old park a tank on it tactic. Which is probably acceptable. Risky, but acceptable. Yep, only got 2 out of 3 on the spawning. Good defense, 17%. Open that pod door. Vortex Fist. Damage and push all adjacent tiles to the left. With 2 self-damage. Well, that's fairly extreme. Okay. Now I have a reticle. Open a mix upgrade screen and install it. And a new one. Do I want that? Probably not. I don't know. I think shoving people around is better. Each core will increase the next maximum reactor power by 1. Wait, so is this suggesting I already have one? No, okay. Oh, because the Titan Fist is using one. I see. So if I put one more reactor in, I can get 2 health on one move. And it's the same on these. This attack will no longer damage grid buildings. That's interesting, so you can easily push enemies off the buildings. Let's put it in. Well, I don't like the artillery having so little health, but that's not that important. Maybe I should just give the mech more move range, so it can actually get to places where I can use it more often. Wait, what's the upgrade to this? Oh wait, you can put them both on. Oh. Because it's got 2 hands, obviously. So do we want that available, or should I just use the reactor power to put into its move range? Yeah, let's go with move. Some kind of Vec abomination is approaching our headquarters. I'm sure it is. Protect this incredibly exposed corporate tower. What do you have? Massive units can walk in water. These are the most powerful Vec immune to water. Well, yes. Launch goo projectiles in 2 directions. Does 4 damage. Man, okay. So just do not get hit by that at all. Well, yep, that's definitely bad. No, that's the useful shortcut to pop that up. How much health does it have? Is that 6? Can't quite read those bars. That doesn't actually say there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yes. So what can I do? I could shoot it with the tank, which would do some damage. I'm just wondering if I can one-turn it. So the tank will do 1, but if I push it into that, it will do 2. Then I could move the mech into that space and do 2 plus another 1. So that's 5, and then shoot it with the artillery, just finish it off, go for a 1-turn, get rid of that thing as fast as possible. That might work. Oh, wait, hang on. Can the artillery actually get in range to do that? Well, by standing directly in the line of fire, yes. Although apparently I'm going to knock my mech into the tank if I do that. Ah, well, screw it. It's good enough. Okay, so we got that difficult part out of the way. Now we just have to make sure that we don't die in the rest of them. going to prevent building damage this time, evidently. I might be able to prevent one by shoving this in front of that other guy's attack. Then I suppose I can use the artillery to bump him into that other guy and just do a bit of extra damage. Oh, I didn't even check the enemy order. That was actually a bonus that they happened to be in that order. And this is where the mech having extra move range comes in handy, so I can run up there and punch that dude. Okay, kill that guy, shove the other guy into attacking the other guy. And he'll be on fire as well. Wait, what happened to this dude? Oh right, he only had 1 health left, and then when I took out the buffer he just died. It's helpful. I mean, I suppose I can just punch this guy, kill him off, and then use the tank to shove that guy sideways some more. Get the extra experience points. Oh, he still gets to be on fire though, so that's nice. Sweet. That's that island done, I guess. Extra movement, extra movement. Now I guess we spend some reputation. Right, well, we got smoke mortar. Smoke pushes 2 adjacent tiles. A thing that makes your tank jump while firing smoke bombs. Launch 2 missiles, damaging and pushing 2 targets once per battle. And they're cheap. Stab multiple tiles and push the furthest hit unit. And that uses 2 power, so I'd probably need to buy at least a reactor core. The trouble is, if I buy this missile, I'd need 2 power to use it, and I can only buy 1 otherwise. take that. Default free. Okay, so the smoke bombs are free. And I guess it gives you a move as well, essentially. That could actually be useful. Yeah, we'll take that. Do we want to keep the Vortex Fist available? Or does that just seem like too much of a risk weapon? Nah, we'll keep it. By completing one island, you've unlocked RST Corporation. In future games, you'll be able to visit unlocked islands in any one. As in, you can start on this desert one. Okay. Take less than 3 grid damage to protect the power plant. Don't kill the volatile Vec. That's always... that was the one that ruined me last time. Kill at least 7 enemies. Protect the old Earth and seismic activity. And Cataclysm. That also sounds great. Well, let's start with Cataclysm, I guess. Cataclysmic failure of a terraforming region is destroying the land. Try not to fall into the depths. Try not to get completely screwed. Actually, I'll tell you what, since we're approaching an hour on this video, maybe I'll save the second island for a second video. That would seem to be an appropriate idea. So, that's the end of this video then. Now I have to remember how to do this end card, including the editing process when I have to remember how to put it onto the screen, which it should now be. You've got @SaladCast, which is our Twitter. You got facebook.com/happysaladnet is our Facebook, and happysalad.net is our webpage, which is the easiest place to find the podcast that we do every couple of weeks, where we talk about games like this one, which you'll be hearing on the next podcast after this video. And that's it from me for this video.